Let's be honest, just you and me right now. No filters, no fake productivity hacks. Put the phone down, stop scrolling, and look at me. You promised yourself back in January that this was going to be the year. The year you finally got the grades. The year you built the physique. The year you stopped being a slave to your distractions. You had the vision board. You had the motivation. But now, you're looking at the calendar and you feel that knot in your stomach, the heavy feeling of potential that you flushed down the drain. You feel like you're behind. You feel like everyone else is moving forward. Your friends are posting their wins. People in your class seem to have it figured out. And you are just watching the movie of your life from the sidelines. It's heavy, isn't it? That guilt. It sits on your chest when you try to sleep. You tell yourself, tomorrow I will change, but tomorrow becomes today, and today becomes yesterday, and the cycle repeats. If you are listening to this and you feel that sting, good, don't turn this off. Don't run from that feeling because today we're going to perform surgery on that regret. My name is Mohammed. I'm a first year medical student. I'm 19. I live alone. And today we're going to talk about how to take the wasted year and turn it into foundation of the greatest comeback of your life. Welcome to the first episode. So I want to tell you something that most productivity gurus won't admit. I have been exactly where you are. People look at me now, mid student independent, building a brand, and they think I came out of the womb disciplined. That's a lie. Let me take you back a bit. Moving out to live alone for the first time, it sounds like a dream, right? Absolute freedom, no parents telling you when to sleep, no rules, but freedom is dangerous when you don't have the discipline. There were weeks this year where I felt like I was drowning. I would come home from lectures, look at the pile of anatomy notes on my desk, and just freeze. The silence of the apartment was loud. I would open TikTok just for 5 minutes to escape the pressure. 3 hours later, it's 2 a.m. My eyes hurt, my brain is fried, and the notes haven't been touched. I remember sitting on the floor of my kitchen eating cold leftovers, thinking, this is it? Am I going to fail out of med school because I can't control my own thumbs? I felt like a fraud. I felt like I was wasting my parents' sacrifice. So if you were sitting there thinking you are the only one who messed up, you're not. But here is the difference between the people who stay lost and the people who win. The losers let the guilt eat them alive, but the winners use the guilt as fuel. I had to make a choice in that kitchen, and today you have to make a choice too. Let's get analytical. Why did you waste this year? It wasn't because you're lazy. I don't believe in laziness. You have the energy to scroll for 6 hours. You have the energy to play video games until 4 a.m. You aren't lazy. You are distracted and dopamine drunk. Here is the truth. You failed this year because you lacked a system. You relied on motivation. Motivation is an emotion. It comes and goes like the weather. You cannot build a medical degree or a business or a physique on the weather. You need a shelter. You need a system. The reason you procrastinate is fear. Procrastination is just fear wearing a mask. You are scared that even if you try, you might fail. Or you are scared that the work is too hard, so you numb yourself with cheap dopamine. You need to understand the concept of friction. Modern society wants to make everything easy for you. Netflix starts the next episode automatically. TikTok scrolls infinitely, but studying, building a business, that is high friction. You spent this year choosing the path of least resistance, and now you are paying the tax for that comfort. The tax is your current depression. Comfort now equals chaos later. Discipline now equals freedom later. You choose comfort. That's why you're here. But now we flip the switch. So, how do we fix a wasted year in the remaining time? Or how we ensure next year isn't a repeat? We need to install a new operating system in your brain. I call this the reset protocol. So, the dopamine detox is the first step. You cannot study for 8 hours if your brain is fried from 15-second clips. For the next 7 days, you need to starve your distractions. Delete the apps, turn your phone to grayscale. I use an app to block everything during my deep work blocks. If I can do it living alone with zero supervision, you can do it too. Now, weaponize AI. Stop using ChatGPT to cheat. Start using it to accelerate. When I'm studying complex medical concepts, I don't just read. I use AI to quiz me. I use Notion to organize my life. I built a second brain in Notion. Why? Because my biological brain is for thinking, not for remembering every single deadline. If you aren't using these tools, you are bringing a knife to a gunfight. Now, the third step is the non-negotiable list. Every day I have 3 things I must do, not 10 things, 3. Maybe it's first to review Anki cards, second is to go to gym, and the third one is to record a video. If I do 3, I win the day. So stop trying to do everything perfectly. Just do the critical things consistently. When I started doing this, the fog cleared, the anxiety dropped, because action cures anxiety. Now I want to leave you with a philosophy that changed my life. There is a version of you that exists in the future, a version of you that is fit, respected, top of the class, wealthy, and proud. That version of you is waiting for you to stop acting like a child. The pain you feel right now, that regret of the wasted year, that is the gap between who you are and who you could be. If you didn't have the potential, you wouldn't feel guilty. Mediocre people don't lose sleep over wasted time. They love it. But you are in pain. That means your soul knows you are meant for greatness. So stop looking at the calendar and crying over the months you lost. They are gone, buried. The only thing that matters is the next 24 hours. You can change your entire life in 6 months of violent focus. I've seen it. I'm living it. But you have to decide right now to kill the old version of yourself, the version that sleeps in, the version that scrolls, and the version that makes excuses. Bury him. This podcast, The Real Hamrawi, is not just me talking to the camera. This is a documentation of our journey. I'm struggling right here with you. I'm in the library with you. I am in the gym with you. We are going to build a tribe of students who refuse to be average, who refuse to accept the broke, tired student stereotype. If you are ready to stop wasting your potential, if you are ready to actually work, subscribe to the channel, follow the journey, and do me one favor. Go to the comments right now and write one sentence. My comeback starts today. Mark this comment. I'm Hamrawi. Don't waste the next hour and let's work.